Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now, in today's video, we are going to be talking about how I made over $607 from swing trading stocks on my recent vacation. We're going to be talking about the strategy that I used, the approach and mindset I had. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys do, hit that like button and subscribe. And if you guys want to learn more about swing trading and trading in the market, check out our school. It's fantastic. We offer private live streams, quizzes, lectures, a group chat, but more importantly, we actually teach you to trade stocks. We teach you how to find opportunity. We teach you entry points, exit points, risk management systems. So check it out down below, and you guys can get 50% off by using code BEGINNER. If you guys want to elevate your trading in 2025, this is the school. This is the course to do. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not alerts or anything like that. So check it out down below. All right, guys, let's jump into this. So like I said, this past week here, I went to Florida and I took one trade. Honestly, the reason I only took one trade, even though there was a lot of great opportunity, is because I wasn't fully invested. You know, most of the time as a trader, you have to be pretty in the know of what's going on in the market. And we saw a setup that looked really, really good. So we took a nice trade on it and it paid off very, very good. Now, I always compare this to like how somebody would be like working a full-time job. You can't actively check the market. So what are some things you can do? The first thing that I did is I was prepared. I went into the week with some sort of game plan, right? I knew stocks with opportunities. I knew stocks with setups. I had alerts already set. So if a stock hit a certain price, I would get notified and it could be a possible entry point. So doing stuff like that and just being prepared will really, really help you, especially if you have a full-time job or you have that standard 9 to 5 and you want to become a swing trader. You got to do work beforehand in order to be successful. And don't forget, you are the result of your actions. So if you're somebody that doesn't put in the work, you're going to not have the greatest results. So let's turn the computer and see see the trade. All right, so the stock that I traded was ticker symbol GLNG. Now, GLNG here, one of the main reasons I absolutely love this stock is because this stock uses heavy support for moving average lines. You guys can see in the past here where it hit this yellow line and we had buying pressure, right? It hit it here. We had buying pressure, sold off, hit the 90-day moving average line, and what happened? Buying pressure, sold back off down to that 90-day moving average line, which is that blue line, and we had buying pressure. Sold off, guys, again, and we had buying pressure here. So now you're looking at this and you go, well, if I could buy this stock at any entry point, I'd want to buy it at moving average lines. And you thinking that is absolutely right. You know, as we look at it here the other day, the stock sold off all the way down to lows at about $38, which was right at that 90-day moving average point. Now, looking at my entry point and my exit point, you know, honestly, I could have done a better entry point. Our entry point was about $40 and our profit here was at $42. So we only covered $2 a share, which isn't the greatest, you know, especially if you look at the lows, $38 and high at 43. You know, you also have to know that you'll never buy at the peak bottom and sell at the peak top. So as long as we captured some profit, I did my job, you know. So now here as we look at it, okay, you got to plan out this entry point. So what do you want to do? So one of the things that I look at here is making sure the stock is on that upward trend, sold off down to that moving average line. Also, we want an indicator called the RSI. The RSI stands for the Relative Strength Index. It pretty much tracks momentum. So what I always do is look at previous history. So let's draw this out here. So the last time it was trading for a 31, which was the point of contact right here on the RSI, was back in here. And what happened? Buying pressure. Previous to that was almost in here. This was trading at a 34, but it still had great buying pressure. All the way back in here, and we had buying pressure. So we understand that this stock now has an upward trend, sold off down to a support line, undervalued on the RSI. And don't forget that, guys, the broker I use is Moomoo. I'll put a link to them down below. You guys can get up to 20 free stock just by signing up. I want to throw that in because everybody always asks what I use. Also here, entry points. So for me, like I said, we got in on that around that $40 mark. And the reason why I got in is because it started pushing back up. We missed the entry, honestly, on that 200-day moving average line. You guys can see where it sold off. If we look at it very close, sold off and hit this line. This would have been a very good entry point. Entering here, keeping our stop loss below the lower wicks down here at like 38, and kind of missed the boat there. The next day it opened up here, and we had this huge move. We got in up here, you know, at like that 40.72 mark, and the stock rallied its way up. It hit it as support on that trend line and because of the moving average line, and then it started dipping down. Took profit and didn't look back. And yeah, you know, we still might actually, as we look at this here, I was looking at it earlier today, we actually might have something like that, like a trend line kind of like this forming, but it was still nice to be able to capture a trade, capture momentum on my vacation. That's exactly what I was trying to do, and that's exactly what I did. So, you know, what I did, very, very simple checklist. So before I entered the position, what was my, you know, what's the stock doing? You know, the moving average lines, the RSI lines, going to a lower time frame, like the hourly, 4-hourly chart, you know, stuff like this. You can take trades off of this as well, right? Look at this. This will help with your entry points. You know, you can see that huge breakout would have got me in if I would have looked at the 4-hour time frame for that breakout at $39, which would have been a better entry point. So don't be afraid to look at several different time frames. You know, that's one thing I need to improve on. Another thing I want to improve on in 2025 is holding positions longer. But given I was on vacation, we just took the profit and moved on. So guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Check out our school, check out Moomoo, and I'll see you guys. Take care, everybody.